I wasn't around when the Beatles were, you know, when the Beatles were a thing, when they were, you know, together. So obviously, yeah, I was born in 1971, and they broke up in I think 70, I think, officially. So, and I was sheltered by my mother from what she considered worldly things. And one of the worldly things that she sheltered me from was music. And one of the things that she considered evil was rock music. Now, as we know, we got a student driver. I'm just going to go around. Keep my distance. Yep, you're doing 55. Good. Be a little student driver. I'll do my 5 over in garage. But anyhow. And, you know, bless her heart, she was doing the best she knew how. And I don't blame her for doing what she's done. She was overprotective. And from what she, really overprotective, and to the point where she sheltered me so much that it made me so curious as to what I thought I was missing out on. But I had to check it out, especially since I had a neighbor next door to me that was really into it, and a neighbor two doors down that was really into it. And all the kids at school, I grew up in the 80s, man. Hair metal was it. You know, with Motley Crue, Def Leppard, Kiss, all of it. You know, Poison. It's all of it, you know. Just everybody. It's just all, and everybody, and all those bands, AC/DC, Alice Cooper, Judas Priest, all these bands, they were all considered by the group, or by the church that I grew up in, to be very evil and a very bad influence on the youth. And parents were told at all costs to keep their kids away. Matter of fact, Ozzy Osbourne was another one. Of course, Ozzy didn't do himself any favors. He doesn't remember much of the 80s. Of course, a lot of them don't. Thanks to Jack Daniels and cocaine. But so once I got my driver's license and got a little part-time job and got a little bit of freedom, the first thing I did was go out and buy some rock albums, albums that were cassettes at the time, and then soon the CDs became popular, and of course I had to hide them from Mom. But then when I went off to college, I discovered the Beatles, and I discovered the genius of John Lennon, and discovered his concern for social justice, and I think about it, a lot, especially when I listen to his music, because those of you who know me, I'm a very conservative person when it comes to politics. So for me to say that I'm a John Lennon fan is an interesting concept, because he intrigues me. I see a man. Wow. Taken so young. Taken from us so young. But I see a man torn, just such an inner struggle. He raised in a socialist country, fresh off of World War II, a war-torn country, being rebuilt. Not rich by any means. He gets this band together, and then they have some success. And then all of a sudden, man, they have huge success, and they've got all this money. And then they don't have this money. And then he sees the injustice in the world. He wants to do something about it. And he sees a good side of socialistic ideas, but I don't think he understands totally understood the full implications of a socialistic regime can bring, because England isn't like that. England has we've got our American side of us from our fighting part of our English side of us. We've got our fighting side of us from our English side, I think. The people in England won't put up with crap for long, and they won't let themselves be oppressed. Because technically technically the Queen can shut down Parliament like that if she wants to. She still has that power. Now, whether they can, there can be, there can be, uprisings and whatnot. But back to John Lennon, I would love just to sit down and have a conversation with that man. Can't believe how he was taken from us so young. But I really didn't even know who he was until after he was gone. Sad. Anyhow, just to listen to a song like "Happy Christmas, War is Over," you can hear the socialism in it. Not as much as in a song like Imagine. But he was always just had a dark side to him. You could definitely tell the different writing styles between Paul and John when they would write a song together. If they would write a song together, you could definitely tell what part of the song John wrote, what part of the song Paul wrote. Like on "We Can Work It Out." Try to see it my way. That's Paul. Life is very short, and there's no time for fussing and fighting, my friend. That's John. Try to see it my way. That's Paul. So, well, I'm coming into Piketon. Let's see if I can find some more Christmas music.